Field Trade Association is hosting its first ever Chicago Drives Electric event in Oak Brook Terrace. It's sort of an auto show aimed at educating the public about electric vehicles. WGN's Mike Lowe has more on the big plans for EVs here in Illinois.
Chicago drives electric. It is both a declaration and a dream, one that may not be so far in the future.
So I am about to drive my first EV car. I'm driving the Volvo, as you can see behind me, and I'm super, super excited.
22-year-old Olivia Alferovich.
So we're in drive.
We're in drive.
And it doesn't sound like it's on,
It doesn't even sound like it's on. It's very quiet.
Is test driving the new Volvo C40 Recharge.
And I feel like the steering wheel is just easy. It's so easy to drive. I'm really impressed with it.
She's one potential new electric vehicle owner. It's a purchase being encouraged by both the state, which is offering rebates, and the federal government, which is offering tax credits.
These EV cars are revolutionary, and I'm so excited to experience this top-of-the-notch new technology.
As of this month, there are 50,994 EVs licensed in Illinois. The state's goal is to have 1 million on the road by 2030.
So one of the really cool things about our design is we are focusing on heritage and modernity at the same time.
Larry Dominique is the head of Italian luxury automaker Alfa Romeo's North American operations.
This is a plug-in hybrid vehicle.
He gave WGN a first look at the company's new Tonale hybrid SUV.
Start opening up for dealer orders and customer orders around the end of the year or first part of the next year.
Which hasn't hit showrooms yet.
In Illinois, the goal is to have 1 million electric vehicles on the roads by the end of the decade. Is that realistic?
I think it is realistic. I mean, if you see what's happening right now on a national basis, states like California, Washington, a few others are setting EV mandates for the mid-2030s, where no ICE vehicles can be sold at that point. So you're going to see the OEMs, the manufacturers, are very rapidly moving in that direction.
Both the auto industry and the public infrastructure are transforming to accommodate the push for EVs.
We're investing $7.5 billion to build electric vehicle charging stations all across America.
This week, the Biden administration approved electric vehicle charging plans for all 50 states.
And now have the opportunity to start sending money back to the states to help them build out the backbone of energizing the EV charging stations. We're going to build 500,000 of them across the country, and Illinois is clearly a critical player.
Including the Illinois EV plan, which would create charging corridors on the state's main expressways with the goal of spacing chargers every 50 miles.
So this plan was just approved this week. It's $148 million over 5 years.
Building charging stations will require a collaboration between 3 state agencies, the Department of Commerce, the EPA, and the Department of Transportation, along with the state's 2 biggest utilities, Ameren and Commonwealth Edison.
Both of them have submitted plans to make sure that we have we have one of the most reliable networks in the grids in the country. We want to make sure that continues and that they're able to support all this electrification.
Right now, the median range for an EV is 250 miles, which means one full charge could get you to these Midwestern cities. But Cars.com editor-in-chief Jenny Newman says the EV market has been held back by something known as range anxiety.
A lot of these vehicles have well over 200 miles of range, but something that you need to know, especially here in Chicago, is that cold weather impacts your range. It can go down by as much as 40% when it gets quite cold out, and that's something that you're going to have to account for.
So EVs are still very expensive. The situation is going to get better, but we need a lot more affordable EVs.
Sam Abu El-Samid is an energy industry research analyst and says it will take 2 to 3 years to build reliable and accessible charging infrastructure, and he predicts that only 10% of U.S. cars will be electric by the end of the decade.
You know, we're not going to just overnight replace all the gas vehicles. They're going to be with us for a long time to come. It will take decades to replace that fleet.
The Chicago Drives Electric event is free and open to the public. It runs through Sunday here in Oak Brook, and organizers say they promise to keep anyone interested in EVs plugged in. Reporting in Oak Brook, Mike Lowe, WGN News.
Such an interesting topic.